Every month we honor a local organization in our community to help bring awareness to the wonderful things people do every day to make Tucson as wonderful as it is.
This month, our Journal community partner is Friends of Sabino Canyon. Joining us now to tell us more about this amazing organization is David Bushell. Welcome, David.
Good morning. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about Friends of Sabino Canyon.
Friends of Sabino Canyon protects, enhances, improves Sabino Canyon and the visitor's experience is what we're there for. We were established, I believe, in '93. And from that, it was a request from the Forest Service, kind of, that there were some funding cuts that were happening nationally. And maybe we should have partners to help offset the loss in revenue coming from the government. And so we've been that way ever since, just trying to do little fundraisers and things and make the place just a little better.
You have done a wonderful job. I know off camera we were talking about just like the parking,
right?
How different it is, and that there's more of it. But yet, I suggested putting probably a parking structure on there.
Stack it high,
right? But David was a little against that. But it could use it. I mean, how many people on average visit Sabino Canyon a year?
Like
you know?
1 million a year.
I was going to say, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, and we were saying it's really perfect for everybody because there is, there are the lighter paths where, our elderly can walk around, and then you have, there are some hard hikes in there.
Yeah, there are.
Like really hard. My parents live right down the street. Sabino Canyon is one of my favorite places.
Absolutely.
And now I want to hear a little bit about music in the canyon because I think this is so cool.
Well, annually we do we throw our music in the canyon, and usually in the past it had been around Christmas time, that time of year anyways. And we were looking like we were going to get rained out, and so I called it one year, no, let's not have it, let's jump it to like spring. And since then, the last 3 or 4 have been in the spring. And this year was, we always tried to ratchet it up a little bit, And this year we had it out by the gun range where I have an overflow parking lot, which you probably don't know anything about.
No, and I was shocked when I went to the music in the canyon.
You went?
I saw that. Yes, I did.
All right.
Because I live right by Sabino Canyon, and all of a sudden on Facebook, everyone's like, music in the canyon. I was like, what? I am walking right down there and going to check it out.
There you go. Then you've seen the parking lot, overthrow parking lot. So. And then we had American authors as the star, and they're like they were kind of like, who are these guys when we signed them up, kind of. And that day that they played at our event, they were #1 on the charts.
I know.
It's like awesome.
It was such a cool experience.
Thank you.
To just be in the middle of a canyon and like listening to this concert.
Amazing.
It was really cool.
It was a good turnout. And all of that, and all the fundraising and all that, putting that together is really just the community saying, yeah, we're going to help you along with this. It isn't like I'm in the know. People that are in the know want to help support things like that in the community. So
exactly, and you really do rely on the community as far as donations and things. So what if our viewers are watching and they want to help, they want to donate? What's the best way to do that?
Well, the SabinoCanyon.org is our website. They could do that there. They could join a membership. And we send out newsletters every couple times a year. There's a donation place at the Visitor Center. And what really truly sets the canyon apart is it's so close to such a populated area. And so it's easy, relatively, that if there's a project that's worthy, we want to have it done. The community wants to see it done. But it's also recognized nationally as a destination, or worldly too. A very cool place to go if you go to Tucson. So
absolutely.
Very, very fun.
Every time we have visitors, that's exactly where I take them.
Bingo.
I agree.
Take the tram up, hike back. It's perfect. Perfect.
I have a very selfish question
to
ask you, because I have hiked and walked in Sabino many times. And all I want to do is see some animals. So I consider you an expert. Where do I need to go to see like the javelinas and all of these cool animals that seem to be just perusing in there?
It's kind of by luck, but your luck goes up when you're a little earlier, like when the transition from the night to day, dawn, dusk. Definitely.
All right.
And look. You might not be used to seeing a javelina that's laying underneath the tree. It's like kind of just be really observant. They might not be marching across the street. They might be marching across the street. We don't know.
All right, I'm taking your advice.
Very well.
David, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And if you want to get in contact with Friends of Sabino Canyon, you can leave them a message at 749-1900 or go online to SabinoCanyon.org.
And coming up on the Morning Blend, we'll get secrets from the world's smartest traveler. That's right after this.